Marriage. It's one of the contracts formed between those who love each other. I, Noriyuki Yotsuya, had a wedding with Hitomi Hamura today. We submitted our marriage license yesterday.
Weddings are pretty crazy.
That's true. Well, it's just one day, so let's enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the restroom.
Phew, we finished. The wedding ended, and we returned to our new home. Actually, we had a speedy marriage that came from an arranged meeting. So we've never done anything coupley, let alone live together. Let's take care of each other from now on.
Yeah, back at you.
I think she's nervous because she stumbled over her response. Do you want to drink a little bit? I'll go to the kombini. Please relax. After I said that, I grabbed my wallet and jumped out of the front door.
Yeah, sorry, Noriyuki-kun. I already met my goal.
I'm nervous. I don't really want to use alcohol, but just for tonight. I mumbled that as I returned to my new home. But what was waiting for me when I returned was an empty house. There were no signs of people. I found a letter that was on the table.
I can't do this with you. Goodbye.
Divorced on our first night? No way! But it was indeed her signature on the divorce papers that were also left there. Okay, if she left while I was at the kombini, she might still be around here. I left the house and ran. What does this mean? At least explain what's going on. But after about an hour of running, my body gave up first. Out of breath, I was about to go back to the house when my phone rang.
Yo-ho-ho, little brother! Are you nervous about your first night with your beautiful bride? I called you to ease the tension.
The person on the other end was my sister, Rika Yotsuya. I'm sure she called to make fun of her little brother.
Whoa, sorry, bad timing.
What is she saying? I'm just trying to get my breathing in order. Ne-chan, divorce. Hitomi is not here. I don't know what to do.
Huh? What are you saying? You just had a wedding.
Her reaction was expected. Of course, I slowly got my breath back and explained the situation. What should I do?
First, calm down. Can you come to the hotel?
I went to the hotel as I was told and explained the situation in my room my sister was staying at. My sister, Rika Yotsuya, was thinking with the letter and divorce papers in front of her.
She didn't look like that kind of girl. I guess you can't judge a book. But you already wrote and submitted the marriage papers, right? It's hard to think that it's a marriage scam. But any way you look at it, it's a written letter and divorce papers. If she prepared these beforehand, it must mean she couldn't back out as things moved forward.
And here we are now. I thought about what I could have done wrong, but I couldn't think of anything. If there was anything, it was that we got married after a short dating period.
Let's ask Ryohei just in case. He's her brother and he might know something.
Ryohei Hamura was my sister's friend from college. His sister is Hitomi. Oh, right! Hitomi was living at her stepbrother, Ryohei-san's house. It was likely that she went back there. My sister called, but she shook her head after.
He said she's not back. He was surprised. He said he'll contact others too.
I see. On this day, I had a wedding, and my bride ran away from me. Dreams are ruthless. They ruthlessly bring back memories that you want to forget. She's been hospitalized for a long time and has no friends. Would you be hers? It started with me running into my sister's club as they were standing around in a group. It wasn't anything. My sister called me and her club friend, Ryohei-san, brought his sister. And by chance, I was introduced to Hitomi Hamura. After that, I would see her sometimes and hang out together. Stop! Don't remind me! I thought that but the scene changed to something that was memorable to me. What? You're my arranged date?
Yes. Are you unhappy?
That's right. I was told by my sister to go on an arranged date, and there she was. After a few dates, we went out and got married 6 months later. Then, her sudden disappearance. It was here that I regained consciousness. Shoot. I had a dream I didn't want to remember. I held my head in my hands as I woke up. How nostalgic. And a dream I didn't want to see. Memories. It's been a year. Oh, right. It's been a year since I married her and she disappeared. Today happened to be the same date as what happened a year ago. Good what are you doing? I reset my mind and went to work. For some reason, my kohai was there, praying toward me.
Oh Lord, forgive me.
Who are you calling Lord?
I repent. I committed a crime.
I don't really get it. But tell me.
I accidentally spilled soup all over your desk.
Why? Eat it at your own desk!
Your documents from yesterday were left there. Oh, by the way, I spilled curry soup.
My desk! What a terrible kohai! Her name was Seina Akikawa. She was under me and a new employee. Do you have your business cards? Your notebook? Writing utensils? Handkerchief? And tissues?
Hey, I'm not a child in elementary school.
You say that. You've forgotten your business card to a sales meeting many times.
I've forgotten about the past. I'm a girl who only looks forward.
Well, I'm jealous of the way you live. We got here too early, so I opened my phone as Seina went to buy drinks. It might be because my dream from this morning reminded me. I look at a picture of Hitomi for the first time in a long time. Hey, did you do that because you truly hated me? Of course, the girl inside the picture doesn't answer.
Wow, what a pretty person. Who is it? Whose wedding picture is that?
Seina struck out a coffee can to me. My wife. Kind of. That's right. She was still officially my wife. I wanted to talk to her again, so I hadn't submitted the divorce papers.
Oh, sorry.
I think she heard somewhere that my wife ran away from me, so her face turns cloudy. I'm sorry. I would be glad if you didn't think about it. I look up at the car ceiling as I say this. Someday, it would be nice if she came and got angry that I didn't file the divorce papers yet.
Senpai, I hope she comes back. No, she will come back. It's weird that she'd leave someone that's this kind.
Thank you. It was time, so we headed to our meeting.
The machine that defrosts the transfusion packs isn't working well. Could you take a look?
Got it. I'll call the company and have them come in for maintenance. That's right. We're a trading company for medical devices. Thus, a lot of our sales involved going around to different hospitals.
Anything else you need?
Seina was about to ask when a nurse comes in a hurry.
Excuse me, doctor! Patient in room 412 needs attention. What? Sorry, that'll be all for today.
Oh, okay. We understand. She jumped out of the room before she heard her answer. Having someone's life in your hands is a tough job. Seina and I were getting authorized to check the device parts and leave the hospital.
There were some things we could offer them.
Yeah, next time we come, we bring documents and a quote. As we were talking, a man ran past us.
Oh my, running in a hospital. I wonder if something happened.
Well, it's a hospital. We can only pray nothing bad happened. A dream? This must be what they call a lucid dream. I knew it was a dream. I didn't think I would dream about Hitomi twice in a row. She was smiling widely and standing in front of me, as if she was happy to see me, smiling. Hey, Hitomi, why did you do that? Tell me. The girl in front of me doesn't answer. I guess that makes sense. I don't know the answer. But Dream Her said this.
Thank you. Senpai, senpai! Senpai, it's lunchtime. Let's eat lunch.
There were no appointments today. I was doing paperwork in the office when our little Miss Kohai asked me out to lunch energetically. You don't look like you have any worries. Must be nice.
How rude.
Seina Akikawa said this like she wanted to argue. Then, her face softened, and she said,
My worries. That's world peace. I want there to be no more sickness or poverty.
World peace? She's speaking grandiosely again.
Because the birds are sick, the eggs are expensive, and it's big blow to broke old me.
It was a tough world we live in.
Thank you for the meal.
I didn't have a reason to refuse, so Seina and I went outside. I didn't think you were actually broke. What are you using your paychecks on? Seina's wallet only had 110 yens in it.
That's rude. A girl needs a lot of things. Like that one thing or a gaming PC.
Do you need to sacrifice your daily life for that?
Hey, it's Noriyuki.
Ne-chan? It was my sister, Rika Yotsuya. She lived further away, but we meet unexpectedly. What are you doing here?
Ryohei called me, even though I could never get through to him after that event.
That event was definitely that Hitomi disappeared.
So I'm gonna go give it to him.
Give it to him.
I know he knows something.
Then my sister squeezed her fist and walked away.
But violent.
So Ne-chan met up with Ryohei Hamura, Hitomi's brother, at a restaurant.
Ryohei, I'll ask you directly, but what do you know? You ignored my calls, and when we did call, you ducked around. Do you know about Hitomi-chan? What are you? Why are you bowing your head? What?
I'm sorry. That's how it was. Rika Yotsuya would say later. This day was the day. Her face turned the bluest it had turned in her whole life.
No way! How do I tell him that?
I didn't know what had happened, and a few days passed. Let's go!
Let's go. Let's forget about work and sleep at home.
You! Work!
If Senpai goes home, who's gonna take responsibility for my mistakes?
You! I shook her off and left the office. Today was PTO, and the reason for that was...
Hey, Noriyuki?
That's right. My sister asked me if I could make time today. What is it? Her face looks cloudy. We went to a restaurant nearby. What is it? If we're just gonna talk, I didn't have to take a day off. We can do that anytime.
Yeah, I wanted to talk first. Because you need to prepare your heart.
Prepare my heart?
The story is what it is. It's about Hitomi.
We left the restaurant, and I was taken to a grave. Oh, this. There was a new headstone in front of me. It was Hitomi Hamura's headstone. No way. It's a lie. Hey, I still haven't talked to Hitomi, you know? About why she disappeared that day. I thought you'd explain the situation from your own mouth.
Noriyuki.
With nothing in my mind sorted out, we stand there, and another person approaches. Noriyuki-kun, you came. Ryohei Hamura, Hitomi's brother. Ryohei-san, this... What kind of prank is this? This is crazy. Why?
Noriyuki, I'm sure you can accept it, of course.
I'm sorry. I thought Ryohei Hamura fell to his knees, but he puts his hands and head to the ground. I don't care how many insults you throw my way. I'll take it. So, Noriyuki-kun, I don't want you to think badly of Hitomi. Huh? We changed locations and came to the restaurant. Ryohei started to speak slowly. Do you remember that Hitomi was hospitalized before? Yes, and Hitomi didn't have friends, so please be her friend. That was how we met. That's right. The reason for her hospitalization was heart disease. What? I hadn't heard that before. It might be because everything was just about to start with us.
Yay! I did it, Nissan! My surprise arranged date was a success!
After her date with Noriyuki, Hitomi told me happily. Okay. You look happy. You've liked Noriyuki-kun from a long time ago.
I love him. Thank you for suggesting the date. I'm glad I mustered up the courage.
You always said you wanted to marry Noriyuki-kun. It was almost gross.
Gross is uncalled for. That hurts.
Hitomi suddenly clutched her chest and looked like she was in pain. Hey, Hitomi, what's wrong? Is it again? Hitomi immediately went to the hospital in an ambulance. It was a reappearance of her heart condition. Damn it! Why? When I came back from the hospital, I went crazy. I was alone and wanted to hit something, so I kept punching the wall. Why is it always Hitomi? Hitomi always suffers, and when she tries to be happy, she suffers. Before, the family fell apart when Hitomi was hospitalized. After she was discharged, I took her in, but Hitomi doesn't know the happiness that comes with her family. This time too, she can extend her life with medication, but her prognosis was 1 year. That was what the doctor said. Shoot! Oh, that's it. At least a happy memory. The next day, I headed to Hitomi's hospital room.
Oni-chan. I wonder what will happen to me.
Hitomi looked disheartened. Hitomi hadn't heard about her prognosis. But I'm sure she knows that her life isn't going to be so long.
I know. I have to call Noriyuki-kun. Sorry about the date.
Tears fall from Hitomi's eyes. There's no reason to refuse. Marry Noriyuki.
Huh?
Still crying, Hitomi looked at my face in surprise. You don't think about anything and marry Noriyuki-kun. Got it? Don't say anything about the disease to him.
What? But that's...
You wanna marry him, right? I'll take responsibility. All of it. So... After he finished, Rohei bowed his head toward me once more. I'm sorry. You were the one who suffered the most. The wedding fees and the compensation fees. I'll take them. I'll pay you back however long it takes. My heart can't keep up. I can only ask you one thing. Why did Hitomi disappear? She didn't want to be seen suffering. By you. I see. Please raise your head. That face, I don't think my wife would want to see it. Noriyuki-kun. I wonder if I'm able to smile right now. Am I able to smile? Finally, I learned the truth. Thank you. If Hitomi was happy that she married me, I'm also happy. I still haven't divorced Hitomi. I know. Rika told me. So Hitomi Yotsuya was my wife. I'm glad I wasn't betrayed.
Noriyuki!
I think her marriage will be terminated based on her death, but the feelings are still there in my heart. After that, we waited for me to stop crying and left the restaurant. I'm really sorry, and thank you. No, it's okay. By the way, when did Hitomi? 3 weeks ago. Hitomi believed in a miracle and fought till the end. I still think about it, if this was okay. But we can't go back in time. With that, we went our separate ways. Would I cry when I got home? I didn't know. Then, I parted ways with my sister, and I shuffled home. Naturally, I would think about Hitomi. But...
Whoa! He skipped work and he's just walking around. Well, someone was having a hard time because she forgot her business card to a meeting. What were you doing?
My silly kohai, Seina Akikawa, was standing there and, for some reason, she was angry. You. It's PTO. I told you to check your stuff before you go. We were going back and forth when she looked into my eyes for a moment.
Okay, as a punishment for abandoning me today, let's go for drinks on you.
She put her arms around mine and said that. What? Did she see I looked sad and she feels bad? Nah, that's not it. She's not so bright.
Well, I feel like you're thinking about something really condescending. Anyway, you now have a duty to buy me drinks. I'll let them know I'm going home directly, so let's go now.
Okay. Then, listen to me talk as payment for drinks. I'll talk. I'll talk so much that Seina will be taken aback about us. That I was happy to have met Hitomi, my wife. A month later, a letter from Ryohei-san arrived via my sister. Apparently, it was a letter that Hitomi wrote during her hospital stay and never ended up sending. I don't think she ever intended on sending it.
Noriyuki-san, I'm sorry. I can't apologize enough. I think I'm a terrible woman. I married you for my own ego, and I left. You can resent me for being terrible. You can bash me for being the worst. You have the right, so be angry, resent me. I will fight until the end. I will live. And if by some miracle, a miracle occurs, I would like it if you let me apologize. And after you get angry, do you think we can make up? Right now, I'm in pain. I'm scared. But I was happy I could marry you. Now I live with that memory in my heart. Thank you for meeting me. Thank you for marrying me. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Hitomi Yotsuya.
A year later, I finally had a hold of my feelings. I would suddenly burst into tears. It was terrible. Good morning!
Good morning, Senpai. Buy me lunch today.
What do you want this morning? Did you spend your paycheck on useless crap again? Another typical day starts. Oh yeah, I haven't told you today yet. He told me, look over me today, as you always do.